in the car scene. But today's guest is a little different. Today's guest is not car scene. We finally got
Yes,
some type of living
sir.
for. It's a truck. So we finally have a truck on the podcast. So I want everybody to let's get a flow to our guest. He can tell us where he's from and about himself. Then we'll get started.
Yo, 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 what it do, man? It's your boy Peso Twan, and we here with the one and only podcast. As y'all can see, man, I'm Peso Twan. Here we got right here, right behind me is a 2016 Chevy Silverado, lower drop, 5.3 LT, all done up. We'll get to that story later. But I'm Peso Twan, or Twan, as y'all could call me. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. I reside in Arizona right now. Been born and raised in Dallas kind of all my life. Moved here to Arizona when I was about 14 and been here ever since. But that's just a little background about me.
Okay, so you came from Texas.
Yes,
I'm car
sir.
scene in
Yes,
Texas.
sir.
I gotta see a car scene in Texas. And I gotta see
Car
a car
scene in
scene
Texas
in
is
Arizona.
crazy.
Um, bro, I'll be seeing videos, bro, and I've been like, I got it. One day I got to experience. One
You
day I
got
got,
to,
one day I have
man.
to experience.
Got to, got to.
Then Arizona, like I've started to see more of the AZ scene. And one day I gotta pop out their TV in Arizona.
For sure, for sure. I was about
But
to say, man,
the, to get
AZ
into
is
the,
definitely the spot,
hmm?
man.
Go ahead, bro.
You can still hear me? No, I was about to say, Arizona cool, man. Especially, like I said, I came from Texas. I'm actually from Dallas. Living in Dallas and then like moving to Arizona, it was a big culture shock. Like when I tell you a big complete culture shock, a big complete culture shock. And I came here, a lot of the things I was doing, it was kind of like they weren't up to date as if, being back on the, East Coast or, being, South, that's where I'm from, down South. But it was definitely a big culture shock, man. The car scene, I could definitely say, coming out here, I started really seeing it pick up, as I like started to progress and go outside more, during my high school years or whatever out here in Arizona. But compared to Texas, like I kind of just grew up in it, you know what I mean? Like that was an everyday scene. Like, you go to the gas station, you for sure gonna see somebody lifted with some 24s, or if they don't got 24s on, they got Dayton's on, a lower truck, maybe a Silverado, GMC. So the truck scene is really big in Texas, man. It's really, really big out there.
Me and my brother talk about it all the time, bro. Like that's one thing on our bucket list that we gotta do is Texas. It's but like you said, it's like every day out there, Texas grows a car beat. If there's something correlated going on down there in Texas, and that's like more to seem like that's like every day too.
Mhm. Yes, sir. It really be an everyday thing, man. Like I every time somebody asks me, I always tell them like, man, I'll go visit. Like if you ain't never been to Texas, go visit, man. Like, especially like I say like Dallas and Houston is two different places. Like don't ever let nobody tell you they the same place. Dallas and Houston is two different places, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like you tell somebody from Dallas, like, yeah, shit, Houston, like, they might be mad at you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel that, bro. I definitely feel that. So actually, brother, to get to our first question, I want you to take us back to like when you first got into it. How was it growing up in Dallas?
um, Growing up in Dallas was I don't know, man. Like I said, I say growing up in Dallas, man, and it's different. It's real different. I know everywhere you go, every city is different. They got their own vibes. I don't know if you ever heard, the D-boy style or whatnot, but growing up in Texas is like the car scene and, the rap industry, it's all kinda tied into one, you know what I mean? Because we got people out there like Trap Boy Freddy, um, what's another one? Yellow Beezy, and you know what I mean? And it's like, growing up watching them and what they do, and then not only that, you got the OGs, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, they'll put some Dayton's on a Cutlass, G-body style Cutlass, and that's normal out there though. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Right.
normal.
Mhm.
Out here, in a sense, I've seen it out here in Arizona, bits and pieces, but not as much as I see it in Dallas though.
Okay. So tell us about how you first got in the scene, like
So I
car
got I
related
really got
or even
first
truck
back
related.
in the car scene, because of my pops. Like, it was kinda something I just really just grew into, like, you know what I mean? Like, from the time I hopped up out the womb to, like, having my own experiences as I grew up to now. It's kinda something I grew up in, man. Like, I remember my dad had a Chevelle, so, from Chevelle's, I
Okay.
remember just being outside as a kid, early as a kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old, watching them work on the cars, be up under the cars, shoot, taking me to different, car sceneries and different places to see different old schools and, things like that. One of his biggest things though was collecting Hot Wheels. I know it's a lot of people out here that collect Hot Wheels. One of my pop's biggest things was collecting Hot Wheels. And like I said, as being a kid, toys are my thing. You know what I mean? All kids love toys.
Mhm.
I wouldn't sit here and name not one kid
Facts.
in the world that don't love a toy. So I think it kind of really started, that way. I think, with him buying the Hot Wheels and just me being around it and picking up that atmosphere, it kind of just became a second nature to me as I got older.
I I want to say that's how me and my brother got started. Um, cause for the man, bro, it was just straight basketball. Like for me, well, I know for me and my brother, it was straight basketball. Like that's the only thing we cared about was just hooping. But then I want to say like it started to shift, and then like we'd see a car, and we were, oh shit, man, I start cussing. We would see a car, and we were, like, oh crap, we see that car drive by, then we hear it, and then we see another car drive by, and then it got to the point where cars slowly just took over basketball, bro. And since then, bro,
Mhm.
like basketball was like my escape, my peace, but it was just something that I just grew into naturally over time, bro. Now like cars is that piece. Like I can I mean hooping still is my piece, bro, but like going to a car meet or getting in my car, bro, or doing this now, bro, like I don't know, it done took over that
Peaceful.
basketball like that yeah,
Nah, yeah, I
bro. It
understand that, man.
really is,
Cause
bro. Like
I've been an athlete, so like I've been an athlete all my life. So like growing up, like cars was always kind of my thing. Like I knew cars would be my thing. But like growing up, I was always an athlete. Like I remember my grandma, I want to say this back in like 2008, and this is in Dallas. My grandma, I wanted to play basketball so bad. My grandma put together me a team, own AAU basketball team, went and found recruits, other kids out there or whatever. And yeah, I started playing AAU basketball, was traveling. Um we was winning too. Like we was a real solid team out there. Like we was getting known. Actually, one of my boys
that's
that
dope.
did play with me, his name Kobe Williams. He actually play overseas right now, going crazy right now. But um, he was one of them ones, that I could say that, had a lot of success, coming out of Dallas. And, with him, like I said, hooping been his dream or whatever. And so like playing AAU ball and like trying to make it, from a place, where it's hard to make it from. And, so like I used to use basketball and football a lot, as an escape. I played football too as well. Actually, that was my first sport. Basketball was my second. Football was always my first sport. I was always just fast, athletic. Was always the smallest on the team though. Like, don't get me wrong, like was
Huh?
always the smallest on any team, but was just fast and athletic. So I kinda played, football out there in, in Texas or whatnot, and, played that, and then, I just fell in love, with basketball, during that process of time, like, I'm a kid, I wanted to be busy, I was always trying to keep myself busy, either outside, I was never really inside playing games, you know what I mean? Like, I was always either outside on the bike or, and so, same thing you said is like seeing cars, as you doing those things that were hobbies that you love, it's like you drive by and see a Lambo or or a Urus or something, you like, whoa, like I need that car. And like that's like the whole motivation, behind it. You know what I mean? And it's like, everybody you never really know what you're gonna be until you get older. I feel like in a sense, like I could say myself, I thought I was gonna make it to the NFL or the NBA, truth be told, but I realized that wasn't my journey and God had other plans for me. And so, I interpret that and ran with it, man.
bro. No cap. It's crazy though, because a lot of people don't know, but my first true love was football, right? And it's the same thing, bro. I used to be the smallest person on the team, bro. Like I kind of always been tall. Like when I say in middle school, I was like 5'9", 5'8" By the time I got to high school, I was like 6'1". But I was always thin, bro, like a piece of paper, bro. Like I couldn't get past one. I couldn't get past 150, bro. Like I was small, bro. But like football, I played wide receiver and safety. I actually I used to love football, bro. But I ended
Man,
up
I'm trying to tell you.
so, bro. We played in the ghetto field, bro. No cap. It was a manhole, bro, on the field we used to play in, right? And the field kind of went uphill. So the manhole was like right at the crease when the field started to go up, right?
Okay.
We in PE, bro. The coach John threw the ball. He said, Brown, go. I took off, bro. I'm going. He throw it. Now I'm looking for it. I see it, bro. Like, I forgot the manhole was right there, bro. I'm running straight. I see the ball, bro. I'm just like, nah, that's mine, bro. Bro, the minute the ball touched my palm, bro, caught it. I went straight down, bro. Like, my foot got caught in the manhole, bro, and I went straight down. I hit legit the edge of the concrete, bro. Like I hit this part first on the concrete, then I hit my shoulder on the concrete. Broke my
Man, hey, I
collarbone.
got a crazy story to like face injury related. So like so I remember back when I was a kid, man. Look, like I said, I used to always be outside. Like I never really wanted to be inside. Like I felt like me being inside took away a lot. Like I felt like I wanted to escape, you know what I mean? Like being outside, you feel, as a kid, you
Mhm.
feel free. You get to wander, you play with your friends, so that's the type of like, environment I love to be around. But I remember one time I was playing hide and go seek with my cousins. And I don't know what possessed me to do this, but like you said, just you be moving so fast. Like I knew it was a pole behind me. I turned around and tried to run and boom, hit the pole. And man, I don't know if y'all can see still to this day, man. I got a little mark right here. It's a scar. I got stitches still to this day. Like they not there no more, but I got a scar today from that incident, bro. And it's like that's memories that's gonna live with me forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's good
Mhm.
memories though. Like it make you sit back and laugh.
It is.
Like what was I doing?
Same, bro. Cause I'm like I'm like the one thing we all know. Like we all know to not run. You don't run on the left side. If you do, at a certain point you got to move over. Bro, I forgot all about that rule, bro. And looking back, like, bro, I like to even I feel right. I hit my face. Now I'm on the ground like, oh, bro, I couldn't see for like 2 minutes, bro. I get out, they're like, you good? Yeah, I'm straight. Like, face hurt, nah, bro, I'm straight, bro. Like, like, I was blinded, bro. Everything was white for like a cool like 3 minutes, bro. But I get up, go down the field. He's like, you sure you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. The minute he said height, bro, I tried to like run, bro. I dropped so fast, bro. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm like, my shoulder hurt." He was okay. He was like, "Can you move it?" I'm like, "No." So then I'm like this, bro, and I'm balling, bro. Like, I ain't lie to you, that pain, bro, that was the worst pain I felt in my like
I'm already knowing.
the collarbone's so sensitive, bro. Like, if I move this arm, bro, it hurt it, that collarbone, bro. So like anything I did, bro, hurt it. So now me and a coach now, bro, going back and forth. Like, I don't get mad at him. See, like, Brown, it's your collarbone. I said, bro, this don't hurt, Mitchell. I said, it don't hurt. I said, this hurt. It hurt right here. He was like, okay, but I'm trying to tell you. He was like, from what it looked like, it's your collarbone. I said, bro, I just told you this don't hurt. I don't feel this. Like, this don't hurt, bro. Like, he like, Brown, just calm down. He was like, I'm like, nah, cause like, you trying to tell me something hurt. I'm like, and this hurt. Like, this, he was like, all right, Brown. He was like, when you go to the hospital, you come back to school, just tell me what it was. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna tell you in my shoulder. I don't lie to you. He was right, bro. Doctor said it's your collarbone. I was just like, after that, my mama took me out of football, and then that's when I got into basketball. And then that's when, I ain't lying to you, bro. Like, I feel the same way you felt. I felt like if I would have got that chance to actually like hoop in
Mhm.
high school, bro, like I don't know where I'd be at, bro. No cap.
Man, I
I ain't.
always tell
One thing
myself too,
I will
like,
say, bro.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I was about to say,
You got it,
I was
bro.
about to say, man, I was about to say, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, I always think back to like on high school and be like, man, like, what if? But like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I feel like my high school days, I had a lot of envious people. Would that make sense? Cause like, I came in,
Makes sense.
straight from middle school, being a freshman, going right to play varsity football. You know what I mean? And you know,
Yeah, you did.
all right, but I don't know what that was. My bad, bro. But yeah, no, like I was saying,
Good,
man,
bro.
that was like kind of like almost like rare in a sense, I guess, coming out here because like I said, I play ball, in Texas. And so like playing ball in Texas, whether you were small, big, it don't matter. The grade is the grade, but the competition level was on a whole different ball game when I came out here. You know what I mean? Um, I feel like I feel like I put the blame on myself too though, because it was certain actions that I did in high school, like messing around with the same wrong crowds. Shouldn't have been doing that. Like not showing up to practice when I should have been showing up to practice, showing up to practice high, shouldn't have been doing that. So it's like I always sit back and I always sit back and think like, man, like that the opportunity was in my hands, but at the end of the day, I never really had, a male figure growing up to show me what's right from wrong. I kind of like learned everything as a man on my own in a sense. I always had mom and dad, but lived with grandma. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I'm living with grandma, grandma taking care of me or whatever. Like I said, mom and dad still there, but it's like, is I never had that male figure around, if that made sense. So it's like,
That
doing
makes
it,
sense, bro.
going through high school and trying to learn the ropes yourself and, just this is just anything in general on how to treat a woman, how to talk to somebody. Um, I kind of like didn't really have that. So like as I grew up, I kind of just knew what I wanted, for myself, in my life. And, I know that if you treat people with respect or, treat people how you want to be treated, you get that same energy reciprocated. So, I feel like, that's why I said, like, I always say here, I'm not gonna lie to you, I used to sit and regret like everything I went through in high school. Like, I had my first kid, in high school when I was a junior. So it was like, I used to sit here and kinda, like, regret, like, "Dang, why did I do this? Why did I do that?" Or I used to think, like, I could be in a whole different situation if I would've just listened, or, not be a class clown or you know what I mean? Because like, I used to be a really hothead, like, I wouldn't say hothead in high school, but, like, if someone said something to me, whether it was I wouldn't say defensive or not, I was gonna try to pop back. I ain't gonna lie, like that was just me, like, and but it was no harm towards it though. Like it was no harm towards it though. That's the thing.
I
But
feel
like
that.
now though, I be sitting and thinking about all that. I be like, man, who was that kid? Like, but I respect that kid in the same time because that kid made me who I am now. You know what I mean? Like it turned me to the young man I am now,
Yes, sir.
matured me enough, you know. So it's like I respect every process and journey that I went through during that process. So
Sir. I ain't lie to you. The hardest thing I can say, you had you had it hard at a young age because, pops, like you say, pops really wasn't around. And to not have that male figure, bro, like there at all times, bro, it's hard. Like
yeah,
I don't think people like truly understand how hard it is to not have that male figure around like at all times, bro. Because like it's just like you said, they teach you how to talk to somebody, how to
mhm,
bro, they teach you everything. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, what I was forgetting to was like, no cap, I'm not cocky, bro, but like when it come back then, bro, basketball, I wasn't the best, but I used to play with people in my area, bro. And no cap, like, bro, I had to fight. I had to fight for it, bro. I had to go to the park every day to get better, bro. I had to, my pop was just like, like it's like one thing you can do. It's like you gotta keep playing to get better. It's like you gotta take it serious. Looking
yep,
back, I wish I would have took high school more serious. But as you said, I don't regret where I'm at today. I just wish
mhm,
I would have taken my serious back then, bro. Because my school has some good players, bro. Like has some hoopers. This is where I ain't trying to sound cocky, bro, but I was one of them, bro. Like I was no
yeah,
cap, bro. I was one of them, bro. Like bro, like I used to go out there with the best player at the school. Like we would go back and forth, but like I'm right, like I I can't say my grades. Like I said, I didn't take school serious because of my grades, but I know people who had the same kind of grades that was still playing. So I'm looking at like, okay, like, well, we're in the same kind of situation. Like he's still playing. Why can't he? Like I'm just as good as he is, if not better. But it didn't happen for me. And then when I got out of high school, I kept I kept hooping, but I don't I don't regret where it led me because like looking at the things I do now, bro, like I love what I do now, bro. No cap. Like I love what I do now. So um
yo, my bad, bro.
all good, bro.
Device overheating and shit.
It's hot outside, bro.
Man, but hey, it's cool that we came in here anyways, because I'm actually where I do all my little fashion stuff, heat press stuff. So I know we'll get there soon. But
Hmm? We like, let's see what we at. I want to say we got
no, you good, bro. Take your time. It's all me, bro. I'm over here unprepared.
we got good, bro. But um back to what I was saying though, like when it came, cause no cap, bro. I'll say this much: when in high school, it was me, my brothers, and our best friend Keyshawn. Right now, this is the crazy part. I want to say around that time, I think the entire squad was under 6 foot. I want to say that all of us was like 5'10". Not all of us, but like I know me and my brother was like 5'10". We bro, it's weird. Some days I look taller, bro. Some days you look taller, bro. It's like you can't tell who taller. I know, no, I know his arms know in the mouth for sure, but like other than that, bro, like you can't tell who taller. But the squad we had, bro, like me and him was the two tallest, bro. Other than that, bro, I think the shortest was 5'6". Bro, on my grandma's soul, bro. One day there was a coach there from I want to say UFC or UCF. There was a coach. I don't know the D1 college in that, bro. One day, and that, bro, I kid you not, that day, bro, we ran that man team off the court, bro. We did not lose a single game until
It
he
be like that though.
bro, like he had to kick us off the court. Like we didn't lose at all, bro. Like he had to kick us off the court. That coach came to all of us and was just like, "Why y'all not playing?" And we just looking like I can't tell you why we not playing. But that coach legit told us, bro. He was like, "I guarantee if y'all keep playing the way y'all just played, he was like, y'all be on somebody's team." And we never got that experience, bro. Like never got it. But like I was saying, looking back, basketball didn't go my favor, bro. But like the path that I'm on now, bro, I'm fine with that, bro. I'm I'm so fine with that, bro. Like
Man,
the what, and then the same thing for you, like, and we finna get into it right after this. But like what I'm doing now, bro. Even though I love the hoop, bro, like what I'm doing now, I think would have been a funner path to take than hooping, if I'm honest. So now we'll
100%.
get into it. Um, we know cars and trucks use a big passion, right? But we also know your sense of style and your fashion. Also, you make content for that also. So tell us how you managed to merge all three into one.
So I kind of just go based off how I'm feeling, if that makes sense. So
Hmm.
it's like depend on where I'm going, if I'm shopping, depending on what I'm doing, if that makes sense. That's kind of like how I go or base my fashion off what I'm doing. So it's like, for an example, if I'm going to Japan, I might throw, some slacks on with a nice, button up tie, accessorize, you know, throw a little hat on or something, throw some glasses on and, accessorize, but accessorize in their attire, if that makes sense. So
That
like
makes sense.
I feel like when it comes to fashion, um, it's unique and it's artistic, and this is why I love it because I've been able to express, myself with fashion, and just simply with having my truck, it's dropped. You don't see a lot of, I'm not racist or anything, but you don't see a lot of black guys with with a lower truck like that, and
Okay.
I did that far as based off of really a statement, not just
Hmm.
for me, but for the world. You know what I mean? I did that for a statement as a world. And so it's like I'll go out, and I'll throw my slacks on, I'll throw my flannel on, I'll throw my cowboy boots on, that's what I'm rocking today. Got the cowboy boots on. But, you know, I love it because it shows the real you. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people feel like you gotta buy Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or high name price things to really put that shit on, and you don't. You know what I mean? It's like you don't, like you really don't. Like
That's fact.
you could like I actually am gonna be dropping a video like this soon, but you could go to Goodwill and find a whole fire fit and put it together and make it look brand new to you and brand new to everybody else around you. And it might look better than something that a dude went and spent $2,000, $3,000 on. Now don't get me wrong, I don't knock people on what they spend their money on. I don't judge people on what they spend their money on. You know what I mean? Sure, I done dibble and dabble, got some Louis before, some Gucci or some Coach, whatever you name it. You know what I mean? But I think the luxury of fashion is that it don't have to be name brand. It doesn't have to be pricey. It's pretty much all on how you feel and how you flow with it, if that makes sense.
That
And
makes
so
sense.
what I like to do, when I go to different car meets or, if I'm out, depending on the vibe or, places I'm going, I like to dress on the occasion. So like I went to the Chris Brown concert and, I wore some loafers, wore the white socks, had a varsity jacket on, button up, suit tie, you know what I mean, wore the belt, had the trucker hat on. But like I was saying, it's all based off of the occasion, you know what I mean? Like, not 'cause that not 'cause I wanna be Chris Brown or anybody like that, but, you know, I look up to Michael Jackson a lot, man. That's one of my biggest, like, mentors. Like, I watch a lot of his videos, even when I was a kid. Like, mom and dad could tell you stories about me just sitting in the front trying to dance and, do everything he was trying to do on TV, you know what I mean? So it's like, um, I looked up to him and how he incorporated music and fashion, and so, I was like, "Man, I could go put a fire fit on and go stand in front of a Lamborghini or go stand in front of a, 1966 Impala or something and give off that aesthetic, you know?" And I've learned over time, people actually with it. Like, people love it, bro. Like, um, growing up, there's a lot of actually a few people that I look up to when it comes to the fashion game. Quan is one of them. Poppy Quan. I know y'all know him. By YouTube is Poppy Quan, Instagram is Quan, but I look up the Quan. I look up the Quan when it comes to the fashion game. Kai when it comes to the fashion game. Pharrell. A lot of people don't. It's like it's a lot of people that I get deep back in that bag. Like it's where it's like, all right, I see what they doing, but I want to incorporate it and do it in my own way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
For sure. But that's how it should be though. And I'm not see, bro. It's kind of crazy, like hearing hearing your story, bro. I'm gonna say this respectfully. Like I see a lot of myself also in you, because this shirt, I made it. I made that shirt. Like I made that shirt. So I also make a lot of like my own clothes as well. Like I don't care. I don't care for Louis, bro. I don't care for Gucci. Like
mhm.
I feel like that's just all just like like not. It's just like a show. Like it's all a big show. Like I don't need that to determine like my status in life. I ain't gotta try to be out here wearing Louis to be like, oh, I'm somebody or I got money. Like, like
Right.
that. Like you said, like it hit different. You can just go to like a small store and just find something that bro throwing on, and that fit hit harder than the other fit was. Like I look better than you, and I'm dressed 10 times less than you. Like what a price tag is less than you. Like I ain't gotta try to be somebody I'm not by wearing a certain
Mhm.
brand. And the thing that you doing that I respect like is you basically create your own brand through your own creativity. And I feel like people don't understand how really hard that is to actually build up your own brand, especially doing it through your own creativity, bro. Like that's props. Like that's dope that you're doing that. And then how you bring it to the car scene also is dope because now like it's a mixture of both. So you can do a lot with that going forward, like a lot with that going forward. And
Yeah, stay tuned for that drop. I actually do have a little car collection clothing brand that I'm actually gonna be doing. It's gonna be button ups, trucker hats, diggy pants, all in that sort of area. Um, the reason I'm going in that way is because I actually been, out here since I got my truck. Well, I'm gonna take that back. The reason I got my truck was because my lady's dad is actually in a car club out here called Los Barachos, and it's a lot
okay,
of older cats or whatnot. Old school car clubs from the '64 Falcon that you just seen outside earlier, previous in the video. From C10s, from S10s, from all you can name it, bro. Like I'm talking about a whole lineup. You can name it, but not only are they big in the car scene, but they're big in the bike scene as well. So we did little link ups with Nancy Productions out here. We went to Dino's out here. And so seeing them and being around it 24/7 every day, I was like, bro, I gotta get a truck. I was like, I gotta get a truck.
yeah,
And before I actually even got my truck, I was like, like everybody was like, man, like, I've never seen your kind and anything like this, is I've never seen this before. And the moment I started realizing, like, dude, I could change the world. Like, I could really be the one that changed the world for everybody. And not only did I pursue that and think that myself, but I've had friends and family come and tell me like, "Bro, like, what you doing and the route you going, you could really change the world with the way you wanna go." And it's like, when I got that truck, I coulda got anything. I coulda got a Charger. I coulda got a Durango. I coulda got a SRT Jeep. Our options were open. You know what I'm saying? But I chose to go this route, and I chose to go this path, and I just want people to know, like, everybody is unique, you know, and different in their own way. Everybody is special too in their own way. I
Mhm.
can't name that one person that I can look at and be like, this doesn't make him special, or, I feel like everybody is, special in their own way. And with getting this truck, I wanted to let people know, like, it don't matter the color, it don't matter the race, it don't matter, what the next person tell you, or if it fits your description. You know what I mean? So it's just like, this is the fun thing about the car game. You know what I mean? Like, this is the whole fun about it, is because you don't have to, be like, "Oh, well, I'm this race, I gotta go get this car." Like, no, I could be any you could be any color you want to and go drive a Subaru, or you can go get a BMW, a European car, or, you go JDM, and people are still gonna love you for you. It don't matter. Like, I've been to so many different car meets, like, and I've been my only kind there, and I'm like this, just looking around, and I've had people come up to me like, "Bro, like, truck is fire, bro. Like, what's your name?" Like, and so I really started taking off with the content last year in November. Um, I started getting that good feedback, just going to car shows or whatever, and I was like, "Bro, I gotta put myself behind camera. Like, I gotta let people see what's going on behind camera." And that's pretty much what I did, and it's I've been getting so much good feedback from it. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going, man.
Can't
But
stop, bro.
like I said, man, my goal is to change the world, man. I didn't just get this truck just to have a car. Like I said, I could have got any car. I did this to make a statement, not just to me, not just, to family, friends, but this is, countries. Like, I'm trying to touch worldwide bases, you know what I mean? Like, and if it don't reach worldwide, I know them people in the White House better understand. You get what I'm saying? It's like, because it's like, I look at it like this. Why sit and discriminate another race, or I don't really get into politics or anything like that, but I kinda got upset recently, with that whole thing that went on. And me being a young black man, being a young African American man, we've dealt with this all of our life. Like, from its different scenarios to where, we grew up and we had to deal with this. And so, like, I was like, "Bro, if I dealt with it with my own kind, how much you think I can't deal with it with a different kind?" You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm willing to take it levels on levels on levels on levels. Like, I feel like them being here is a good thing. It brings out culture in people. It brings out, the authentic in people. Like I said, I live in Arizona. I can't, like, Mexican food is so good, bro. Hey, look, being down south and eating, soul food every day, I go for oxtails and all that. Like, I came out here and was like, man, like, this is a whole, like I said earlier, it's a culture shock. It's literally a culture shock, from, those lines of being from New Mexico to Arizona. You get a little bit of that in Vegas, California, so like I said, man, I didn't just, get it, just to get it, man. I did it for a statement.
I'm kind of glad you went that route because literally, er, one thing I want to say about the podcast is that I'm sick starting to love real is like I'll let y'all talk, and then like I have a question that I'm getting ready to ask, and 10 times out of 10, the question I'm getting ready to ask, bro, either y'all go off for your own and y'all speak about it, or I get a chance to actually bring it up and actually ask y'all about it because I was finna ask you honestly, like what's your statement on the truck scene, like why you did it, and I didn't have to. It just came natural, and you told us your story, bro, and I respect it. Like what that's the beauty of the car scene. Like it don't care. I don't care if it's a truck, it's a bike. To be fair, I feel like the car scene is all of it. It's the bikes, it's the
Mhm.
trucks, it's the cars, bro. And like we separate it, but at the end of the day, we should because we all share the same passion. It's just in a different form. It's like that same passion carries over
I'm
to
glad
bike.
you said that. I'm really glad that you said that because I kinda don't like the fact and this is why I say I wanna change the culture, bro.
Hmm.
I'm gonna change the culture of it because I feel like you said, everybody should be a unit as one. It all incorporates into one thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Really
it's
does,
been
bro.
times where like the homie's been like, "Yeah, pull up. It's a bike meet." And I'm like, "Well, can I park my truck by the bikes?" And they like, "Well, nah, it's bikes only." And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I get what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I get obviously, certain meets are for certain meets. You know what I mean? But like those ones where it's just those like we just linking up and it's like when you post a flyer and it's like Dutch Bros, it's like, come on now, bro. Like it should be welcome to everybody, you know what I mean?
Every
Like, will I ever get a bike? I ride dirt bikes and stuff, but street bike, man, I want to, man, but
mm,
for the safety
bro,
of myself, my kids, man, and just the love, that I have and the creation that you know, I just can't do it right now, man. But dirt bikes all day long. We can go hit the dirt all day long. Like, and people might sit here and laugh at me like, bro, well, is that the same thing? But it's
it's
like,
it's different
it
though.
is, but it's not. Like, obviously the bike form is still the same, but when you on that street, it's like, yeah, I can be cautious and be safe of myself, but how can I be cautious and safe of another driver, if that makes sense? But when it comes to being on a dirt bike and you on the dirt, it's kind of like there's not really cars around, there's not really too many people around. So, if you do fall, you do hurt yourself. It's all on you that you did that, but like,
Yeah, fact.
you know what I mean? But it's usually no life or death situation, depending on how crazy you went. But
That is true. That is true. My other brother, bro, he really wanted to bike, like, and I have to lots around me who want to bike. Only thing, no cap. I would love to get a bike, bro, but like, I be thinking about the shit I be seeing them do and traffic, bro. I know people can't drive. In Florida, bro, people can't drive, bro. And if you're on a bike, bro, you gotta be extra cautious, bro. 'Cause, like they can't drive in Florida, bro. Like no cap, like retards on the road,
hmm
bro. So it's like I want to get a bike too, bro. But like I feel like the way I know how my city drive, dog, I'm just like on those everything. Like I can trust myself, but everybody else, bro, on I don't know about that, bro. But like you say though, with the car meets, like I I get it. I get if it's all bike meet. I get if it's a I get if it's all bike meet. I get if it's all truck meet. But when you actually go to a car meet, trucks still show up, bikes still show up. So when we actually look at it, like we slick segregating bike, cars, and trucks, and for what? I I don't get that. Like I love to see a truck pull up to a car meet, like them big ass trucks, and then shoot if a bike pull up. I love to see a bike pull up to a car meet. Like oh, bro, it's just some. Like it's dope when you see all three come together at one spot. Like you got the spot for the
man,
trucks, you got the spot for the bikes and for the cars, and that's why I said like I'm glad today I finally got somebody with a truck, and it is
yes
glad
sir,
that
yes
I
sir.
am glad that it was you though, because it comes in different forms. Like now you can express yourself through your fashion. Like you can put that into your truck. Now you put that truck into the car seat, and like it's still like at the end of the day, it's all still the same thing, and what I want to do with this podcast going forward, bro, is to just bring all that together in one spot. Like I have some crazy goals, bro, that I'm trying to build out, and I'm gonna I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna set it in motion, and then once I put it in motion, we as a community is gonna make it happen because it'll benefit everybody. And if we could do it at one spot, we could take it to the next spot, then go to the next spot, go to
100%.
the next spot.
100%.
So that's what I'm gonna show you when we get off the pod what I'm talking about. But like just going forward, I want to bring like all three together. Actually, I want to come out to AZ, bro, and come to a meet. Like I have a few people set up for a podcast that's in AZ. We just had the girl on the day she from AZ, so it'd be dope to come out there, bro, and we all link up. Bring your truck out, bro. Everybody come out, have a good time, bro. Like I want,
I was about to say, I even
fun,
got a little, like people I'm connected with out here. We can even shoot the podcast live right in the studio. You know what I mean? Like,
bro. That'd be so dope, bro.
so
Like I want to start,
AZ,
I want to start traveling, bro.
like I said, man, AZ is one of them places where like, you come here, it take time for you to like get to know people living here, but like I said, the car scenery is where I've met most of my supporters, bro. Like literally, like most of my supporters have came from the car scene.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
like I probably get more support from strangers in the car scenery than I, do from my own friends some of the times, you know. I get those select few friends that like check up on me, hit me up here and there, but like I be having supporters text me like, "Hey bro, when you dropping another video?" or "Hey bro, how's your morning going?" Like, and stuff like that drives me. Like that is what keeps me going every day. That's what keep making me want to do videos every day. Like, bro, I don't think I haven't posted a video since I want to say right before last year of Thanksgiving. I post it every week. And y'all can go through my page, look. I wouldn't tell no lie. I have posted every week since November. Like that's how dedicated I am to it though. Like content creating is something like I genuinely just fell in love with, man. Like I
Just fun,
being
bro.
behind the camera and being able to you know, perform and, react to certain, songs, different voices and, you know, I get this creative, thought in my head and I'd be like, "Bro, I gotta go out and do this like right now, like before I lose that thought." You know
Oh
what I mean?
God,
So it's like I love it, man. It's creativity behind it all.
bro. It's all right. No cap. It's fine. My first YouTube video 3 years ago, right? Um, actually, my first YouTube video was a Hunter collection. Came to Orlando again, and like I was like, you know what? I need to figure out where to put myself out there or to just get out there because I was camera shy at first, right? Like I was camera shy. I didn't like being on camera. I didn't like talking to the camera,
Mhm.
but I like watching videos. Like I like watching YouTube videos, people doing stuff in the car scene. I'm just like, bro, like you know what? One day, bro, I just said, "Fuck it, bro." I got up. It's funny though. My little brother, we supposed to go to car meet together, but I got up extra early, bro. Cause I'm just like, bro, I'm thinking, I'm just like, well, I'm trying to get there early. I want to go there early and see this, see that, try to get some extra content. And I done got lost. I got lost in that, bro. I done enough, bro. So now I was like, my bad, bro. Like I left early, bro. Like my fault. But my first video, bro, like it actually did good. And after that, I'm like, damn. I'm like creating content, kind of fun. Like it's kind of dope.
Mhm.
So now, bro, like I'm trying to get not really just back into it. Yeah, nah, I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to go to more car meets. Just create content doing more car meets. I'm trying to get me a dash cam. I got a dash cam, but it's just it record the road. I'm trying to get one where it record me in the cabin. I want one of those. Some more cameras, some
I'm
more
on the same
microphones.
time right now, man. I need one of
Yeah,
those
bro.
too. So it's like right now, like, and that's why I say like this the beauty of content creating and the journey of it. Cause like just before this podcast, I was scrolling through and I was watching all my work, right? And I was just
Mhm.
like, bro, like I could tell how much I improved just on the editing. Cause when I first started, bro, I did not know how to edit. Like I used to go ask my lady. I used to be like, hey, I used to be like, hey, babe, like, you help me out with this video real quick? Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like, it was to the point to where like I knew I wanted to do this so bad. I was getting frustrated with myself. But then I'm like, you
Mhm.
know what? I started watching videos. I started, really taking my time on what I'm putting out. It's like I didn't want to put out no BS. You know what I mean? Like, cause like how I always tell people is like, if you're gonna do something, do it. But look at yourself as a brand or as if you're Nike or as if you're Gucci. You want to label yourself and put out your best product, right? You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of how I look at it with my content in a sense. It's like, believe it or not, bro, I probably got so many videos like I don't even have to record no more for the rest of the year. But my drive and what I want to do and like it's so much that I want to do with this content. Like it's like I could sit here and talk about it all day long. Like from dropping the car collection from dropping a car collection clothing brand to opening up my own garage for people to come and feel welcome. But not only that, there's a key to that. I'm thinking about putting a 5-acre drag strip on there just for people to come, you know, drift their cars and just physically bring that, when you having a bad day, bring that
Yo,
out of you. You know what I mean? Like this is a safe haven, a place you can come to. You could do whatever, as long as you respect the boundaries of the land and the property. Like, hey, this is somewhere you can go and get your thoughts of. And that's what I want to do, man. I really want to help people. Like I really want to give back, to the less fortunate, to, you know, anybody. Like that's always been my goal, man. Like, even though I didn't have mom and dad, I was always fortunate to have things, whether I had to work for it myself, I had grandma, I had them buy me things. So it was like I could never sit here and say I struggle with getting things or, having to buy things. But like I knew that I was so blessed enough to, receive these things. It's like I want to give all those blessings back.
anyway, it's a thing I told you about earlier, and I was like, I'll show you when you get off the podcast.
I just seen it right now. You sent something.
Bro, actually, bro, just go look at it real quick, bro.
Man, see, it's crazy that the vision is the same, man.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
as soon
that's
as you
crazy, man.
said, bro,
That's
as
crazy.
soon as you said garage, bro, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Then you said the 5 acre draft script. I'm like, ain't no fucking way right now, bro. Like, le- legit. That is the main goal. The main goal I am trying to get to. And I will be honest. I'll be very honest. So you do know of the Steve, right? Hunting collection. I got to talk to his collection manager about the same thing I literally just showed you. And bro looked me dead in my eyes. Looked at me in here just like, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. He said, it's just not a bad idea. He said, but we talked to Cletus about his draft script and just the maintenance on his draft script. He said Cletus has 10 employees with just his draft script. And then the Triple F collection just bought a racing kind of same thing like the draft script. It was like the only problem is there was millions and just asphalt, right?
Mhm.
But he looked at me. He was like, but I'm telling you. He said, if you can make this make sense, if you can make it make sense on paper and for profit and for everything else, he was like, I promise you, this idea will flourish. He was like, you just got to make it make sense first. Because I'm like, do you think there's something eventually somebody would invest in? And he looking at it, and I broke it down to him, and he was just like, for for sure. He said, "You just gotta make it make sense first. Make it make sense first, and then start talking about it." So, bro, it's crazy. Gotta open
Yeah,
doors for you,
bro.
bro. Gotta open doors, bro, that you legit never seen coming. And it's crazy as hell that we have like legit the same mindset when it comes to that. So the same way you trying to bring people together, it's the same thing I'm trying to do. Like
Uh,
I want like a I want like a bardominium, and then put the podcast stop in the middle of the bardominium. Then we have like a little show, like a showroom on one side, a lounge on one
mhm.
side. Like you can rent out the top. You can live not living, but like rent at the top. Come like when it comes to the spot, you can stay there. I want to put cabins out there, bro. Like I found these things called pods. I think about the channel. Like it's like
I
a
know exactly what you're talking about too.
yeah, bro. It's like a house almost, bro. Like I want to put that.
Yup.
I want to put that on the property, bro. Now you can stay there. So just imagine if we was to do a dress event, you don't gotta leave. You can walk like 2 miles to your pod, bro, and come back the next day, and you still just imagine the content you could
Mhm.
create having a drag strip or a drill track or even some with trucks and just bro, the options are limitless. But just imagine being able to stay there and document everything while you're there, bro. Like it's
So unreal.
uh, bro, like. And what he told me, he said it's not impossible. He said, "I'm telling you now to just make it make sense." Yeah, I've been working nonstop on the back end, bro. Now to truly make it make sense, bro. Because it would no cap, it would be dope. Even us to partner on something like that, like start from the bottom, bro. Like
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
get like a what they call a garage. I'm trying to find the actual word for it, but it'll come to it. But get a garage, host car lease, rent it out, and then take that same garage, bro, and then move it, and then just keep building. Bro, like
Yup,
the
you
not
keep
not
building.
tell you, bro, like that could change the game, bro. That should really change the game, bro. And like it is though to put yourself around people with with the same mindset. And just imagine the doors
Mhm.
you can open up with something.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, like, just since I started doing content, like, it's crazy that you said just doors opening, like, I've met so many cool people, like, people that I didn't even think I would come across, like, I've met so
Mm-hmm.
many cool people, and it's like, hearing their stories and, like, being like, "Dang, like, we kinda similar in a sense," just like you were saying, like, I I never seen nobody send me that plan or think about that plan besides you, so it kinda blew my mind. I was like, "Whoa," like, that's crazy, like, the
Crazy.
universe really aligns, and like I said, I'm a big person, like, I believe in the whole universe and that, like, the universe really aligns certain people, you know, together, and, like, that's the good thing, and like I said, that is what I love about content creating.
Yeah, bro, for
Never
sure.
know who you gonna meet. Like you said, man, it's fun. Like, bro, I can't understand. Like, I be having so like even when I'm just doing videos by myself, like I be having so much fun by myself. I'd be like I forget going to the club for what I mean. Like, forget going to
Hey,
go do
thanks, bro.
whatever. Like, this is fun right here. So
This shit fun, bro. Like I know everybody I know everybody don't want their business out there, bro, but I would tell my fellas like, nah, like that shit fun, bro. Like that shit fun, bro. Like you just gotta just try it, bro. Like once you start the content, bro, it kind of get addicting, but like in a good way. It's like a way to escape. It's a way to express yourself. It's a way to be yourself. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, like the feedback, bro. The feedback is real. Like the feedback is real. Like once you see like what you're doing means something, bro, and like people they actually like attract to you, bro. Man, once you get that feeling, bro, like that's even more motivating to be like, oh nah, like nah, I can't stop. Like I'm not gonna stop. I can't stop. But I don't lie to you, like bro, I met some people, bro, and just the thing they tell me, bro, I'd be like, damn, like I would never thought like the the mission statement that I'm on when somebody like see it, bro, and they speak on it without like me asking, bro, I'd be like, okay, so like let's get it now. Like people seeing what I'm trying to do, and then cap, bro, that feeling, bro, is something that you just can't explain, bro. Like for real, bro. Like it's like they see what you're
it
doing, bro,
is.
and like it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. But that's why I know, no cap. Like if I stop saying if my my good friend Max came from the podcast, right? And we was talking, bro, and I kept saying if. He was like, dude, stop saying that. I'm like, what? Like, stop saying what? He was like, stop saying if. He was like, dude, he was like, you go do it. He was like, we go do it. He was like, no if, bro. He was like, stop saying if. Like, take it. I know, just take it out, bro. So since then, bro, I stopped. Like,
Bro, you know it's
it's
crazy, bro? This shit gonna blow you. I got a homie named Max too. Like we dead like close friends, like my brother, like as soon as I hop out the podcast, gonna call him like it's crazy because he say the same thing, bro. Like take if out of your vocabulary. It's not if, it's
facts.
like it's gonna happen. It's like when it happened, it's like or
Hmm.
like lately is like how I try to look at it is like when it does happen, how are you gonna pursue it? How are you gonna be different? And what's gonna make you stick out? You know what I mean? And like that, I wouldn't say that's the biggest problem I've been having with my content because it's not. Because the moment I got my truck, it was already me being different right off the rip. Like, it was already me being different. You know, the world haven't seen that before. You know what I mean? And if they have, they haven't seen someone get behind the camera and record themselves and do it the way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Uh, it's like right off rip, I was like, you know, I already have, everybody's attention. I have the attention. Now what's next? Like what are they waiting for next? So it's like that's the good thing about content is being able to feed your followers, feed your supporters and the people that actually, be watching. So it's like,
Facts. That's why I think the next I have an idea for next. Actually, I have a person right now that I'm trying to set up a podcast with. But something you just said was like, feed the people support you, like give them something different. The next podcast I do, not the next one, it might take a minute, but I'm gonna do it different. So I'm gonna just tell you the game plan right now. So I've been trying to get a truck person on podcast. I did that today. Next, I'm gonna try to get a photographer to come onto the podcast, right? Because the one thing I will say when it comes to the car scene, bike scene, truck scene, it's all the same thing. If we didn't have photography, bro, it would not be the same.
yeah,
It it will not be the same. So, like I told bro, I'm like, I want to capture the life of a photographer, but I also want the people to see the car scene through their eyes. They see everything that we don't see. Like they see they see the egos, they see the car groups, they see the leaders, they
man.
see the people looking outside in,
Speak.
bro.
I am not gonna lie, bro. If you watching, whoever tuned in, I know you're gonna see this on YouTube too. I have been looking for a cameraman. Hit me on the DM, Peso Twan. Get at me if you're in the AZ area. It's time to get busy, man. Like I said, I got so many ideas in my head, man. Like it's time to get them out. It's time to work. It's time to let the world know. So, hey, any cameraman that's local in the area, holla at your boy. Let's work, man.
I'm gonna clip that and turn it into a short. I'm gonna post that for you.
Yeah, I definitely. I'm glad that you. You know, it's crazy, man. I'm glad that you actually spoke on that because that has been something like bro. Like I said, I got so many ideas and so many like things I want to do. Most of them is like I've been doing what I can with the content, with just simply recording myself. Well, people love when they see you work. You know what I mean? They want to see what you actually could do with yourself before you actually go and get that. But man, like cameraman, like I changed the game, man. Like I'm talking about traveling, different car meets. Shoot, even up there where you at, man. Like I've been wanting to pack up, get a trailer, throw the truck on there. Actually throw two or three cars. I got a couple other homies that be willing to come, throw the truck, come and like bro, we just record the whole process. Like and I
Bro,
feel like that's the
legendary.
beauty of it. And I feel like that's the beauty of it, man. Like being able to record, go to different places and travel and Just let people see how, how you live your life.
And because I swear, bro, like I swear, I'm finna look into it, bro. Because like I said, the next few podcasts, bro, it's straight out of Arizona. No cap. Like I want to say we got like I have like 12 people lined up to come on the podcast just this month, and out of that 12, I want to say like a third of it is straight out of Arizona, bro. So I've been looking to it, bro, and I'm thinking about catching a flight to AZ, bro, and just making some content, bro. That's
Trying to tell you.
crazy, bro.
Sure, you come
That
out
go
here, bro,
crazy.
let me know. Like I said, you like family now, bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? Airbnb, we good. We have the cars. I know a couple places we can go to, couple connects out here, man. We'll have a good time, bro.
And see that,
Really good
like,
time, bro.
that's what I be telling my team. And no cap, bro. Like when I tell you, bro, I am like, I gotta make a video. I gotta make a video about it. Um, I'm gonna say I for right now because I started to ask people about like working together. So we've built a team of I want to say 8 people, soon to be 9 people. And the fact that I can sit back and be like, okay, well, if I need help on something, I can call my team. I can ask my team. Or if I need help getting idea out, I can go and ask my team. Bro, to 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 just have that dog, like when I tell you, bro, it's such a blessing, bro. Like it's to the to this day. I was talking to somebody, bro. He was like, "E, like you can understand like who you are, bro, and what you're doing, right?" But I want to say, like me, I never put myself like here. I'm always like, I'm with everybody else. We doing the same thing. We just doing things differently, bro. He was like, no, dude. He was like, you got to see like what you're doing, like what you're doing, and you becoming, and you got to embrace it. And it's just hard, bro, because I see everybody as equals, bro. So it's hard to be like, okay, well, yeah, like I'm that person, bro. But nah, like it's I don't know, like when you said the Airbnb, bro, I'm thinking of like just imagine we do that, bro. We do content, we do mad content, like
It's
just
crazy that
at the
you say
Airbnb.
team, man, cause like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been having like, I don't know if it's just because I haven't really been out like I need to more, and like that's one of the things I've been wanting to work on too is like trying to be out more, trying to go and connect with different people more. But it's
Saying
like far as like the team, man, it's like, bro, that like I've been looking for cameraman. I've been looking for somebody that could take over with the clothing brand because that's like I said, I'm into fashion, so it's like all of this is all a team, right? We're traveling. So whether we go to Chicago or we go to New York or we go to Philly or we go to Florida, wherever we go, we have that. So when we stop in that van or that truck, they like, oh, that's Peso Twan. I got merch too. You get what I'm saying? Or when it comes to having a barber, when it just, all those things correspond to, when you get ready to travel, like, and that's what I'm trying to build, man. I'm trying to build a team to where it's like, we come together, but when it's time to work, it's time to work. Like, bro might have an idea that I didn't even come up with, but I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna go get this done because I know what it can do for us. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, man, if it's anybody in the Arizona area, y'all trying to work, man, holla at your boy. Like like I said, bro, the passion on this content is deeper than just talking about it. Like I guarantee I'm finna go outside and do a video when we done. So it's like, that's just my passion and the drive I have for it. And like I
crazy,
said,
man.
I've been able to physically, what's the word? I've been able to physically cope and get away from certain things, but in a good way. Because I know a lot of times when people go through things, they strictly take their problems and go straight to drugs. But doing content and being around the car scene and all of that is kind of like it's healthy in a sense. You know what I mean?
Therapy,
Like
bro.
it's a healthy therapy. Yes, yes, yes. It's a healthy therapy.
Right.
So it's just like um Like I don't know, man. Like it's always something like I told you, before. Like this something that I dreamed of, doing. I remember last year around summertime, I literally sat in the QT parking lot with two of my other homies and prayed and was like, bro, like this is what I want to do, you know. And a lot of the times, this is gonna hit them right here. Oh, I work a 9 to 5. I can't do content still. Bro, I get up at 3 in the morning every day. I make sure, I at least try to get a video or two done. Like, and whether if I don't do it that day, the next day I know I got a double of what I didn't do that day. So if I didn't do the two before, I gotta go do 4 videos so I can make up for that day, right?
Mhm.
I've been seeing it was actually Quan and some other content creators. I seen this it was a YouTube video actually, where they had a debate about is working a 9 to 5 harder or is being a content creator harder? I'm gonna go ahead and dead the situation to just clear it. Being a content creator is harder than working a 9 to 5, fam. And this is coming from a person that, work a 9 to 5 job. Like I use my 9 to 5 money to support my content. You know what I mean? Like I use that to, go purchase the mics I need to go, get the tripods and all that things like that. So it's like I use the 9 to 5 money to support what I want to do. And I think people get it misconstrued because like, yeah, it could be hard in the sense because like when you first start doing content and you're not getting paid, you start getting that doubt or you start getting that like, hey, I see so and so getting this, I'm not getting this yet. And like, am I even worth still doing content still? And it's just like,
Mhm.
no, I think it's genuinely just something if you know you want to do it, you want to do it. Like I tell people all the time, like, bro, you gotta like, I don't know, I'm no cocky person, but like I got that dog in me, bro. Like when it comes to just doing content, like I don't care what room I in. I could be in the room with little baby. I don't let fame or anything get to me, but I'ma do my job when it come in there. I'ma do my content. It's like I said, man, it's all on how you look at it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I know I don't try to let people with money dictate how I'm gonna do things or project my future. Cause like I said, everybody went up and are there where they are because of their own path and their own journey. So
Facts. And that's why, like, when it, like you said, bro, having a team and like the process of covering a team, the good thing about the team that we have is kind of at this point it's kind of like nationwide. We have, I want to say, we have New York, we got no New Jersey, we have somebody in New Jersey, we have somebody, I want to say Colorado, I want to say we have somebody in Chicago, I want to say Chicago. I don't know where she's from exactly, but like we have three in Florida. We have one, we have one out west, New Jersey. I want to say Colorado. So like, if it was to ever pack up and hit the road, we don't have somebody everywhere, but the way that we building, it'd be somebody everywhere for something, And I gotta give props to my homeboy Shane because I was telling him what I want to do for females, and then he came out with some dope ideas. So now every time I do something for females, I always include Shane because yeah, I had the idea, but bro actually found the formula to actually go make that deal happen. So like anything I do going
oh,
forward with any females, like I made sure to add him because like, but really without him, we wouldn't be in the spot that we in. So I always try to include him on that kind of stuff. And then it's like it's going forward like everything else, but like the team we building, bro, we also building a media team as well. So with our soon you will see us going to car meets together, recording the car meets, like this,
that's hard, bro. That's hard.
like just capturing the car meet and like everything going on in it, like just getting people talking, getting getting all the small stuff. Cause like anytime you see a car meet on YouTube, you only see people coming in and leaving out, right? Like we
Mhm.
don't get to see like the actual like meet itself, like what's going on behind the scenes, like the
The
people, bro.
details.
Yeah, so that's what when I peeped that, I'm like, we in the car scene that's missing, like, and then also that gives us the chance to actually control the narrative around the car scene. Now we
Yep.
control what's being put out. Now people from the outside can't be like, "Oh, the car scene just full of thugs or just full of bad people." No, not at all. Like we may do some dumb stuff, like what we all do. Like I, I'm not like I do, but it's just a passion. Like and it's not dumb. It just come with it comes with the vehicle. Like every vehicle got its own personality, bro, own attitude,
That's true.
and
That's
and
so
us,
true, bro.
bro. And we show it off. Like we just our car speaks for us, but then our car speaks for itself. So to bring all that as one is what I'm working on, bro. Like when we get the media team fully set, bro, like I said, I need some more equipment. But when I get it and we get that media team rolling, bro, we can record the car meets, show the people hanging out, show the bonds between the people, bro, and really like this, show the car meet in detail, bro. Bro, I'm
Yep.
coming everywhere, bro. Like we coming everywhere, bro.
Trying to tell you. Yes,
That's the
sir. Like, that's what
that's
I
the
be
main goal.
like, I be trying to get all the homies on like, I be trying to get the homies on board. I be like, "Bro, like, you see what it can be." Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So it's just like, the moment I could get, that team and just get, people aligned and just on board, man, like, it's finna be like, I'm talking about daily YouTube videos, days just daily just content in general, man. Like I said, eventually, I want to stop working a 9 to 5 and I want to do this
Hmm.
full time. So,
Same. I'm saying, bro. Like same. And then just imagine, like, you see it. So like it's not something that we can't do. But I won't be able to get up and just be like, boom, well, today I'm gonna do this. So today I'm gonna do that. But I control everything. Like I ain't gotta ask for a day off. I ain't gotta be like, oh, like PPTO or PTO, none of that, bro. It's just like me. Like everything is founded through me. Like I built this for myself, bro. And now I can just live my life doing my dream, bro, and just go outside every day, bro, and just be passionate about what I'm doing, bro. And then that passion is bringing me everything I want. Like that's the main goal, bro. Like
mhm.
that's the main goal for real, bro. And that's all I want, bro. Yeah, that's all I want. Like I say, you said it earlier. I see people with like the things, and for a minute, like my G at first thought, like, bro, that blowing up. Like I got to like 0 to like 500, bro, like instantly. I didn't know it died down. I'm like, damn, like, if I doing something wrong. Now, I will admit, it was a brief period where I couldn't get podcasts, you know? So, and respectfully, I got to understand too, everybody is not comfortable talking to a camera or being on camera. So, I got to understand. So, content did slow down for a little bit, but now that content picking back up, and, I'm getting more podcasters. Now it's just like, okay, well, in the meantime, I gotta figure out when the podcast is not really in, I gotta go outside. I gotta go be with the people. I gotta go and take the podcast to real life. So that's what I'm doing now. And
Yep.
no cap, bro, it's going back up now. Like it's going back up to the point where now it's back growing fast. It's going back up, and everything else is basically
Yeah, it's
falling
crazy,
behind
bro.
now.
I actually seen you on my For You page, bro, swiping, just trying to, just get different ideas and trying to incorporate things in my own way. Cause a lot of times how I do it too is like I hear a song or I kind of like just be looking around. Cause like most of my videos is I try to base them off of real world scenarios, but make them funny. You know what I mean? Because I like a lot of the times, like when I do content, I try to reach as many people as possible, whether it's kids, adults, grandmas, grandpas. Like I try to make my content for everybody. You know what I mean? So it's like, um, I just don't want it to be based on one just age level or anything like that. So I think the oldest supporter I have right now, I want to say is probably like mid 60s,
Like,
give or take.
shoot, still though.
So, like I said, and like I said, man, that's what be keeping me to drive and want to just do it every day. Is like having people I never met ever in my life, um, to give me that love and that support. Like it means a lot, man. Especially like I said, I'm the only boy, out of five sisters, so it's like, you know, being out, being around. I wouldn't say I always had things my way, cause it was times where like everything used to just go my way type thing. You know what I mean? Being the only boy in the crib, like I used to try to get away with everything, but it had came a time where it was like, so like I said, man, this like this is the beauty of it for me, and like, yeah.
So it is something I skipped over earlier that I wanna go back to. What we talked about that I wanna go back to. So,
Okay.
um, how did you meet Marcel? And like, how did meeting him change getting into the car scene and just like you in general?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Meeting Marcel was crazy. Kept running into Marcel, man. Actually, so like I said, we was at high school, or whatever, and the way my building is made, like it's a concrete path, office building, and then it's the cafeteria in the front, and then like all of our other buildings are like to the side or whatever. And I ended up going to the cafeteria with a whole group of other friends, and seeing Marcel or whatever, like I came out the cafeteria. I don't know what told me to come out the cafeteria. I don't know what made me do it. It was kind of like God was trying to align the paths or whatever. So I ended up running into him or whatever, and running into him was crazy because like when I seen him, it was like, I know I seen you somewhere, but I can't picture it where. But I've never seen you in person ever. Like I've never seen you in person. So ended up going back to lunch with him or whatever, eating at the table with him, sharing a little bit about myself. He was sharing himself, letting me know he did content, and creating. Time expire or whatever, and we start linking up and hanging out a lot more or whatever. I'm At this time I was like, I'm going to his house, spending at his house, his mom taking us to school in the morning. Um, from times where his mom is taking me out of school early, like, to go home, like, and so that, like, that's like, his mom was my mom, like, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, and his mom was my mom, and so, you know, um, I had got really, really big, and fell a lot more in love with cars because 'cause I've always done sports, like I said, I've always done sports, but once I met him and I seen he had the 535i, that we used to drive around, that was his ladies, and then he had his own cars, far from Mustangs to Grand Cherokees to um Jaguars, and I'm talking about not like old school Jaguars, like I'm talking about the ones that flipped out. I can't remember the year or make and model, but this model, it had the trays, so the trays, they flip out on the back of the seats,
Next time.
and then yeah, so, like, I remember times being in a Jag back in Cali, and he like, "Hey, bro, you wanna roll up?" I'm in the back seat, you know what I mean? And that was, like, the good about it, you know what I mean? Like, being able to, uh, be around and, him teaching me certain things, like, as far as when it come to content, especially big in the car game, like, for sure. Because a lot of the things that I know now, I didn't really know until I met him, like I didn't know what a muffler delete was. I didn't know what a resonator delete was. I didn't know what tuning a car was. Like none of that. Like he kind of freshly all introduced that to me. So it was like, man, like I felt so in love with the process of just being around, going to seeing different cars with him. There were certain times where like we were in Cali, we pulled up to like, I want to say at least two or three different car meets up in California. But like I've watched him have, I could say since I've been knowing him for the last 10 to 12 years, I've watched him have over 20 cars and like all of them been different in their own way. Like, you know what I mean? Like recently, 2 weeks ago, he just grabbed another BMW 535i that he was actually gonna do as a project car, but he ended up selling it. But like I remember crazy story too. Like this one I knew like this was my dog. So like crazy story, right? We go to Flagstaff out here and he's tired or whatever. He drove back. So he's driving back home. And at the time we all lived together. So he moved from Cali to Arizona because he lived here before, but he had ended up moving back to California or whatever. And then he had moved back. So at this time, it's me, my homie Chief. So my homie Chief, we call him Max or whatever. Like that's his real name, Max, but we call him Chief. So if you hear me say Chief, that's who I'm referring to type thing. But like my homie Chief, my homie Marcel, his lady. So like I remember we driving back from Flagstaff and he like, "Hey, you wanna drive?" Mind you, I've never at this time, he had a Volkswagen Jetta GLI. It was a 2016. Done up real good. Like, I'm talking about from burble tune to, like, sounded crazy. So, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm driving back on the 303. We got a freeway out here in Arizona called the 303. Driving back on the 303 to head back home, and I see the cop. Like, I see the cop sees me. He slows down. And, like, I don't know if it's because, like, me thinking I'm in this nice ass car or you know what I mean? Like I said, I've never been in anything like this before. So it's like, I'm feeling myself. Like, I'm really feeling myself. Like, so like I'm driving. Sure enough, the he gets over. I'm like, all right, we good. So I start hitting the gas a little bit, letting it, like letting it pop or whatever, hitting the backfires or whatever. The cop get over, get right behind me. I'm like, oh. So boom, I started slowing down. As I slowed down, he lit them lights. I'm like, yeah, I already knew it was over with. But it was crazy because like we didn't get a ticket or whatever. Didn't get a ticket that day, which was crazy because we should have. I guess I was going like 10 over the speed limit. But it was crazy because like that's one memory. Like I was telling you earlier, like it's like so many memories like I could speak on, but like that's one memory right there that I can remember that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life because it's like, how many people can you say that you done got in your friend's car and almost got arrested? Like when I talk about like, and it's all of us too. So like, imagine being in the back seat and you got three other homies, and then it's you and then your homie that owned the car, and you like, bro, like
Yeah, like, how you
I'm
get
looking
pulled
at
over,
him,
bro?
I'm looking at him, he looking at me. I'm like, so sure enough, he's playing it cool though. Like, look, he's playing it cool. I tell you, bro, sure enough, the cop go like, sure enough, he let us go. He like, hey, bro, exit. I'm like, all right, like we taking a different way home. Like, exit? What you mean? He like, get the fuck out my seat. Like, hey, like, I'm sick at this point. Like, I'm like, dang, I done had the opportunity to drive the Jetta. And like, what was crazy about that opportunity is like, I have been asking him for months on months on months. Like, hey, bro, let me drive the car. Like, hey, bro, let me drive the car. At the time, I had a Chevy Impala. And it was a crazy story that happened with that around the time because I ended up getting that car from a buy here, pay now place. I don't know why I did that, but the engine ended up seizing on me. And so it ended up not being without a car for a good, I say like a good 2, 3 months. I was left without a car. Like that whole time, I'm like trying to find ways to still intrigue in that journey and that passion that I love. You know what I mean? And yeah, like man, I just can remember so many times. Like still to this day, man, I'm just blessed to have a good friend like that man around me because like I could just remember from when we just all lived together, just from watching his son's mom brother build. When I say build, like I mean just the frame itself, build an Integra from the ground up. Like, I watched this man, just a frame, put an engine in it, new headlights, like, you know what I mean? And, I believe he went to UTI, the brother, I believe he went to UTI, and so, like, he knew a lot, and so, like, just being in the process around Marcel and knowing what he knows, but then being around that, and like I said, like, we used to have so many friends come over to the house with cars, like, my homie, Keaton, still to this day, he, owns a little tent shop. Um, I'll drop that, whenever we drop the little clips, I make sure I drop them, so everybody can, tune in, but his name is I'm Pure Tent on Instagram, and, man, it's like, I'm happy and I'm blessed to, have meet these people and to be around these people because, like I said, everything that I wanna do in the car industry, it's been slowly but surely happening, and I've been seeing, friends take their paths in everything that we talked about or doing, but it's, like, more of, like you said, getting it all to connect together. Like, that's the biggest thing right now is getting it all to connect together because I know somebody that can tent. I know somebody that could tear a car down, break it down, and, work on engine work, and so and this is one reason why I wanna get the garage because I wanna make people feel like they have somewhere to go when they have nobody, because I know what it feels like to go
Facts.
through depression. I know what it feels like to go through being alone. I know what it feels like to feel like you don't have nobody on your side or in your corner, and so, like, having cars and having people that have that same passion as you and intrigue in that process and the journey that that you've been through, it's it's like, what more can you ask for in life? You know what I mean? Like, it really can't get no much, better than that. Like, here I
It
am
can't,
today,
yep.
like, here I am today, like, I wake up, first thing I see in the garage is a '64 Falcon. And that's the beauty of it though. Like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's like, it makes me wanna, keep going, more and more. Like, yeah, I love my truck, but like I don't just want my truck, and this is why I say, like, fashion, like, I wanna do it different. I wanna incorporate more fashion into the car game because it's like, I do want, a Honda Civic, I do wanna slam it and, you know, throw it slam it to the ground and, I got it's like and it's like not even, not even that. It just goes far as just to having a lowrider, you know what I mean? Having an Impala, and, picking up what the OGs did back in the day, but making it better.
Yeah, making it new school.
Yep, like, and I feel like that's like that's the good thing about it, man. It's like I've watched so many people in the car game do things their own selves, and it's like, bro, I picked up knowledge from so many people, like even people to this day, like when it I can name drop, like when it come to KC Reloaded, SRT David, Quan, SRT Lin, like, and these are all named people that are popping right now in the content world. You know what I mean? And it's like, um, one person I can say is KC Reloaded and SRT David, man, them is some two stand-up guys, man. Like no matter how much views they get, how many followers they got, like it's been times where I done just simply shoot them a text and they answered. So it's just like just
That's
a
dope.
simple answer, that get me going like that make
Mhm.
me wanna be where they at, you know what I mean? And so, that is in the bucket list, man. Future collabs, man. SRT David,
Sure.
KCC Reloaded. Hey, we on the way. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah,
And you
for
know what
sure,
I'm
bro.
saying? When it comes to like just the fashion and the whole fashion industry, I love what Quan is doing right now with, his platform is, he's taking the fashion and he's mixing it, with the card game, but not only is he doing that, is he's really found a own lane for himself, man. And like I said, I picked up so much knowledge from these guys and not bad, like good knowledge. And it's like I see what they doing, but I'm about to do it my own way now. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Facts.
so, but yeah, those is three collaborations for sure, man, that that's on my bucket list. For sure, man. You know, Quan, Casey Reloaded, SRT David. Them is 3 people that, I watch and, I see what they do and, I see how they move around and, you know, um, like I said, man, I'm just trying to be different and stand out in my own way. You know what I mean? Like I said before we started the video, I could have went and got a Charger or, a Hellcat right away or, I could have did, went and got a BMW 535. I like the homie did, but I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be different. Like I want to stand out, and not only stand out, but like I said, man, just make a statement. Like this, just having not just having this truck is, to just have it. It's fun, but for myself, the Latina culture, just the Hispanic culture, just in general, you know, um, like I really support them a lot, man. And like I said, my daughter is actually Hispanic, so I have Hispanic kids. So it's like growing up and having them and taking them through the process. Yeah, I'm dad. I come from a whole different, you know, um, ancestry line. You know what I mean? So it's just like I love, the culture. I love what they're doing. And I want to be able to, speak. It don't matter what race you is. It don't, matter what color you are. It's like when you come together as one, the world could be so much peaceful, man. Like,
Facts, bro.
bro, like I
Facts,
see her
bro.
every day. I see her every day, and I think like, man, like, what if everybody decided to drop the egos and drop what they really think matter and just come together as one, bro? The world would be so much better. Like, not even just the the world, but just just far as on a point of view of where people are coming from sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, cause like we piggyback on earlier, man, like you see a lot of people with designer and stuff, and like when you watching it, it makes you feel like, oh, I need this or I need that,
Yeah.
or because he has it, I gotta have that. And it's like, bro, stay content, stay dedicated, stay progress. Don't if you ever want to do something in life, and like I'm gonna speak for everybody right now. If you ever want to do something in life, do it. If somebody ever tell you in life you can't do something, you don't listen to them, you do it. You know what I mean? You stand 10 toes down in your belief and what you believe in, and and you do it, man. And like I said, I'm a firm believer in manifestation and dreaming. You dream big. No dream is too big. If you can dream it, you can reach it.
Yes,
If you
sir.
can dream it, you
Yes,
can reach it,
sir.
man. And
Yes,
like,
sir.
you know, make people feel like you're crazy during the process. Make people feel like, man, he delusional. Like that is
Mm-hmm.
the journey behind it, man. And like I said, this is too many podcasts. I don't want to keep y'all too much longer. It's your boy Peso Twan, man. And yes, man, I appreciate y'all for having me on the podcast.
Before you hit it out, this is the last question that I ask
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
If you could put a message on the billboard for the car scene, what would it be?
If I could put a message on a billboard for the car scene, what would it be? I'd put culture.
Okay, that's a different
I
answer.
would put hashtag culture. And under that, I'd put you know what? No, honestly, I just put hashtag culture. And the reason I say that, that word goes a long way. And just speaking on culture, like I said, man, it goes from having a drop truck to having a JDM to having a European car to having a bike. These are all different trajectories of race because I know JDM is a big part of the Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm.
I know BMW and Mercedes is a big part of the European car culture. So it's like culture is is what I'd put, man. I'd put hashtag culture, and I'd put every single flag in the world.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, like I
That's deep.
said before, man, I don't know, man. I want to change the world, man. I don't, I don't just do this content and record myself behind videos to do it. I love it. It keeps me sane. It keeps me from, you know, it keeps me at peace. But the main goal behind all of this, man, is I really want to change the world. I want to wake up every day and see people happy. I want to wake up every day and see people not have to stress, or see the less fortunate be fortunate again. You know what I mean? So, you know, like that's my biggest goal in life, man. And like I said, I don't want to keep y'all hanging. It's your boy Peso Twan. I appreciate you for having me on the podcast, man. It's been real. Y'all like,
Of course.
follow, comment, subscribe. Man, y'all go turn his page up. Y'all turn the whole page up. Turn the notification bells up, man. Y'all show him some love, please, man. Like I said, it's your boy Peso Twan. We out.
Thank you, bro, for coming on, bro. I was honored to have you on today, bro.
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir,
stay in
bro. It was a
contact, bro, because like
blessing,
I
bro. It
said,
was
bro,
definitely a
we will link
blessing to
up,
be
bro.
on here, man. Like I said, we definitely got to do this again, man.
For sure.
You ever come to AZ, bro? Let's do it big, bro. Like,
I got you,
we
bro.
can set it up. Get the flyers made. We'll do it big, man. Let's bring the community together, man. And let's be different, man. Let's do something out here that nobody is doing, man. So
Let's set it up.
let's do it, man. I'll definitely keep in touch with you, man. Like I said, bro, you in my eyes, bro, you family now, bro. So it's
Oh
like,
God, bro.
how I look at it, man, is like I told you earlier, bro. Like some of my biggest supporters have been strangers who I made family, and it's like, once this team get together, man, it's golden, man.
It's
And like
up.
I said, man, I appreciate you and your team for having me on the podcast. And the journey is big, man. The journey is big. The goals are high, and we
Yes,
gonna keep the
sir.
energy high and keep it positive, man.
Yes, sir. Facts. Thank you again, bro. Like I say, I'm gonna text you. Actually, we sure. I'm gonna text you and set up the actual AZ trip. Also, after the
Okay.
podcast, I'm gonna text you about the AZ trip, bro, and we can set it up, bro. Of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will do, man. We will do. Like I said, appreciate you for having me, bro.
course, bro. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. I want to thank everybody for supporting the podcast, for coming out, listening to the stories, just being here. Like I always say, I don't have the platform without y'all. I don't have this podcast without y'all. So at the end of the day, you already know what it is. It's your car, it's your store, but this is our community. So thank everybody and have a great night.